Alright, we've got two tangent circles with radii of 9 centimeters and 17 centimeters, and they're placed inside this rectangle shown here. And we're asked to find the width of the rectangle given that its length is 50 centimeters. So you can see we have 50 centimeters along this edge of the rectangle. We're asked to find this edge, okay, the length of that edge. Okay, so, alright, well, whenever I get problems like this where I've got circles and shapes that are tangent to each other, I like to start by drawing the radii to the points of tangency. Okay, so this is a point of tangency. So this is where the edge of this rectangle touches the circle at one point. Okay, so it's tangent right there, and also right here. The circle is tangent to the rectangle at that point. All right. This circle is tangent at this point, and this point, and then the two circles are tangent here. So I'm going to draw in radii from my circles, from the center of the circles. Okay, because I know the radii of the circle is always 17 no matter where I draw it. So it helps me see what's going on here. So there's two of them, and I could draw something similar over here. Draw a radii to the center of the circle. So these two are 9, these two are 17. Okay, because they're just radii. And then I can draw a radius here. Okay, and I can draw a radius here. 17. All right. So, well, another thing that I know is that a tangent line is always perpendicular to a radius drawn to the point of tangency. Okay, so I know that this is a right angle. 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 Okay, so basically I have squares here. So that means this edge is 17, and this edge is 17. This edge is 9, and this edge is 9. Alright, so we have squares there in the corner. And, you know, one thing I could do is I could extend this radius right here. I could extend it all the way over to this other side. Let me see if I can draw that in. I'll try to dash it in so that I can get it reasonably straight. Okay. Now this line, I've drawn it so that it's parallel to this top edge of the circle. Okay. So if I've done that, then this distance here is 9. Okay. And if you look at that, so that's 9 from here to here. Okay. And then we know that this is 17 from here to here. Then if I can find this distance between the two, basically the distance, the vertical distance between the two centers, then I could find the whole length of the side. Okay. So another thing I could do, I can actually extend this line, this radius, down to the bottom edge and just draw a line parallel to the edge over here. Okay. So then this is 9. Okay. And then you can say, okay, the whole length of this edge is 50. This part is 17. This part is 9. So that's a total of 26. So what's left over in the middle is 24. Okay. So the distance here from this point of tangency to this point where I dropped this perpendicular down is 24. All right. Well, let's move that line up here actually. This is all perpendicular, right? So I can actually move this line up here. Okay. So these are all perpendicular to each other. So this is 24 as well. Okay. So now I'm seeing a triangle. Let me pick up a red pen here. This is triangle right here. And I know the hypotenuse, and I know one leg of the triangle. Alright, this is perpendicular, and I'd like to find this distance here, because that's going to be the same as this distance over here, right? And if I have that distance, I can add it to 9 and 17, and I can get the distance I'm looking for. Okay, so we need to use the Pythagorean theorem. And this side here, I can combine these two radii. So this is a total of 26. Okay, so we have a hypotenuse of 26 and one leg of 24. So by the Pythagorean theorem, I know that 26 squared is equal to 24 squared plus x squared. Alright, or I can write it as 26 squared minus 24 squared is equal to x squared. Alright, well, let's work this out. 26 squared is 676. 24 squared is 576. Take the difference of those two, you get 100. So x squared is 100. So x is equal to 10. And these are all in centimeters. Alright, well, if x is equal to 10, then I can just add up these lengths and get the length of this side of the rectangle. So 17 and 9 is 26, plus 10 more gives me 36. So the length of that side is 36 centimeters. There you go.